has been 5 years since I got plastic surgery, and I'm going to do it again. So today I saw my plastic surgeon for a breast reduction, and since he's already there, I might as well do a little bit of lipo. And there's a part on my body after I did my plastic surgery, which people call dog ears, which is like the side of the hip tends to have a little bit more kind of like more of a cushion of fat on the sides. And I also talked to him about getting rid of that specifically. But yeah, for the most part, he and I went over what the process would be like, what the recovery time would be like. I haven't received the invoice for how much it's going to be this time around. When I had my first surgery with him, I did an augmentation that was about 5,000, and then I did my tummy tuck and my lipo, and that during that time during 2021, it cost about 7,000. So I spent about 12,000. He called it a mastopexy. So essentially, what's going to happen is that he's going to do a slight lift, because everything else looks pretty intact. The only thing that he noticed is that, yeah, my skin has stretched out. And not just because, I'm getting a little older, but because I have had weight gain and I have had weight loss. So that affected the shape of my breasts after my first initial surgery, which was in 2021. So since then, I have gained weight, I've lost weight, gained weight, lost weight. So due to that reason, he's going to do something called a mastopexy, not whatever I said earlier. So he's going to do that. Along with that, he is going to be doing some lipo on my abdomen, because when I did my surgery and lipo the first round, I did not get a lipo on my abdomen for the reason that it can be so dangerous to do that after you've had a tummy tuck. So he's going to be doing a lipo on my abdomen, some lipo on my back, some lipo on my arm. With that lipo, he's going to be transferring some of that onto my glutes, kind of more rounding them off and giving them a little bit more shape. The thing is that he said I do have a lot of his glutes, so he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna really just shape everything up in there so that everything just looks a little bit more proportioned. And then we discussed the dog ears, which is what a lot of women call the little portions that you get left on the sides of your waist or hips. After you have a tummy tuck, you get like a little bit, and if you gain weight, well, you get like a little bit more. I guess it's like just like a little bundle, like a love handle essentially. So what's gonna happen is that he's going to increase the scar, because I have a scar that already goes all the way to about like the middle of my hip. He's going to add a little bit more inches to that scar. So not only does he lipo it, but he's just gonna close it up to give me more of a nice waist instead of like a little divot there. So yeah, overall, he loved seeing him. He's such an amazing plastic surgeon. One thing I really miss is his charisma. He is so charismatic, super sweet, very direct. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask him. And because I've been through the process before, he told me this is going to be nothing compared to the first few surgeries that I had, because everything's already intact and in place. The only things I'm going to kind of be like recovering on are the slits that I'm not going to have on my side, which are a little bit longer cuts. He's gonna add about 6 more inches onto my scar, and he said that because I'm not getting like bigger implants, and I already have the implants in there, so he's going to just kind of reduce the breast. I am going to have a slight scar underneath my breast, but I kind of already knew that because I had done a little bit of research on my own. And he said it should be about a week of recovery time, 3 weeks before I can go back to the gym, and he said about 3 months before I can like really lift anything with my chest. But some blood work that I have to get done beforehand, and after that I'm hoping to have the surgery in March. So I'm super excited because he didn't notice anything bad with my breasts. Like, he looked at them and he's like, everything looks so beautiful. I do see though that they have dropped, and they are now, well, like anything with weight gain, weight loss, it's kind of, they've gotten a little bit saggier, right? So he's like, and plus the implants in there too, so that just doesn't help. It adds a little bit more weight. So he's like, okay, well, we're gonna do this mastopexy. I'm gonna cut here. We're gonna bring everything up and just really make everything look back to where its original form was. But overall, I'm super excited. I can't wait to just get everything flowing. Gosh, I'm super nervous to just have everything done again. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about is the massages. Having arm lipo and massages the last time was one of the worst feelings. The massage itself, I felt like I could die. It's just such a sensitive area under your arms that I don't know. So other than that, that's probably the only thing that makes me super nervous is that specifically. And my girl, Vienna, she is super, super sweet, but she's also a beast when it comes to massages. So that makes me super nervous. But other than that, I'm pretty, pretty confident that everything's gonna work out and that he's gonna do a great job because he did already such an amazing job before.